I feel like one of the biggest blessings that I had on my mission was the opportunity that I had to open one of those cities in Albania. So it was a brand new city. The missionaries had been there like 20 years ago. So the Adriatic South Mission has been open, I think it was since 1995, 1992, something like that. So like for more than 20 years. So the missionaries in Korcha had been there like 20 years ago, more than 20 years ago. And they didn't serve there, but they just went there just for a little bit. So me and my companion were able to just go and open like Korcha, which is the southest in Albania. And when you travel to Korcha, you go up in the mountain. So we go there, and the church building is, because Albania is made of apartment buildings. So the church is a big apartment surrounded by windows. So we go there and we just like go inside there, and we see like the church, which was not yet finished because it was under construction still. And our apartment was right above the church. And the apartment was not yet finished. So it was a brand new city, starting from zero, no members, nothing. So first week we stayed in a hotel, and I was training at that like period of time. So I think it was really overwhelming for me because I had to be an example for a brand new missionary, but also we had to do like 100% finding because we had no one there. But it was one of like the best experiences of my entire mission, because I remember we couldn't even like take breaks because we wanted the city to grow so much. So we would do contacting from the morning till like the evening. So like we would wake up, and we couldn't do exercise because we couldn't do exercise in like a hotel room for like the first week. So we'd get ready, do our studies, and then we'd go out and we'd be outside all day long. And our breakfast would be like, we would buy cookies down like a store, down the apartment, like the hotel room that we had. And we'd stay all day long outside. And the first week in Korcha, the first sacrament, we had 5 people at church. And I remember like people would come in and they'd be like, oh, where are the people in the church, you know? But we'd only have 5 people. And also for a sacrament, like we'd use like the cups, you know, for like the water and like the bread, but we would put them in like a plate where you would eat, because we didn't have those like tools to like hold the sacrament. And then we delivered it, and for the first month we had one baptism like the first month, but because we didn't have members to talk sacrament, so we'd take turns. It was 2 sisters and 2 elders, so we would take turns to talk to sacrament. So first it would be a sister and an elder, and then next we could switch the other sister and the other elder, and then the other we could switch again, like to us again. So it was like the best experience. So we would have to, so for an hour of a sacrament, like the sacrament would last for like 15 minutes. So then we would have to prepare a talk for 45 minutes, like 20 minutes talk each of us. So we'd finish like for the sacrament. And the first like month we'd only have like, so the first 2 weeks we only had 1 hour of church. And then the other like weeks it changed to 2 hours of church. I don't know, like when I talk about like that city, it's just like, it's really dear to my heart. And it grew so much because I remember when I got there, because I served there for 4 months and a half. When I got there, there were probably like, in 4 months and a half, we got like 15 members baptized. And the church like reached like probably like 50 members to church. But a couple of weeks ago, it became a branch, which is like one of like the biggest blessings. And it's just like really cool because you can see that the Lord works in amazing ways. It wasn't my effort, it was my companion's effort, it wasn't the elders' effort. But it was the Lord's work that helped us to find those people prepared. Because we got there and we found so many people, but because the Lord prepared them. And it was one of like it was a life-changing experience for me to know that I needed to trust the Lord in order to find people. And that this is what this work is about, sharing the gospel and seeing how this gospel blesses people's lives, how it blessed mine. And now through my missionary work, it blessed other people's lives. And through those missionaries in the future, it will bless other people's lives. And the church, the truth, will grow even more.